Okay, we're at mile marker 187, and we're retracing the route that we took when Mr. Nash, Baxter Nash, rammed our car. And we're doing this to show the distances between where we passed him and where he hit us, because we think that's important. Somewhere, say right around in here, we came upon Mr. Nash, and he was driving very slow. We're in a 45-mile-an-hour speed zone, and he was moving at approximately 30 to 35 miles an hour. And so we stayed behind him, but we intended to pass him because we were trying to go to Cana, to the vegetable market, and get some vegetables to take home and, you know, give to our family and stuff like that. So we had to stay behind him for a little way, but not too awfully far. And then we came up on this area here, which is a legal passing zone. So I passed Mr. Nash right here, and we never came close to him. He didn't swerve or anything. He didn't do anything. He just kept on his speed, and we went down the road without thinking a thing about it. And again, he was not following us closely or anything. He was just fading off into the distance because he was going 35 and we were doing 45. So here's another mile marker. That's mile marker 188. And again, we were just driving down the road without thinking anything at all about Mr. Nash. We thought he was just going to be someone that we passed, and he was long gone. So we went around some turns, and we thought we'd never see him again because he was going so slow. And again, we didn't think anything of it. We thought maybe he was just, you know, taking in the sights. But unfortunately, he decided for some reason that he would speed up, and somewhere in here, he came upon us at a high rate of speed at another no passing zone, and went around us. I think he was probably going 75 miles an hour when he passed us, maybe faster than that. It was very fast, so fast that I couldn't see who was driving. So we thought, well, he's gone. I remarked to my wife, I guess we don't have to worry about him holding us up anymore because he's gone down the road, and he quickly disappeared out of sight in front of us. And so I really didn't give that any more thought, except that we commented that we thought he might be drunk, or that he might be a teenage reckless driver or something along those lines. But it didn't take too long before we caught back up to Mr. Nash. And again, we were not speeding up. We were still going about 45 miles an hour. We're at mile marker 189 now, and we came upon Mr. Nash, and then we were not able to pass him again because there was no passing zone. So we followed behind him for a way. It's at least a mile, maybe even more than that. And we took a picture of his car because we thought he might crash or maybe hit someone else, but we never dreamed he would hit us. So he disappeared behind us again after we passed him, but it didn't take long that he had decided that he was going to speed up again and catch back up to us, which he did. We didn't see him until it was pretty much too late, and he came upon us and hit us. So that was at mile marker 190. Was that 188 or 189 back there? Okay, so at the point where we are now, we did not see Mr. Nash. He was back there going 30 miles an hour, but for some reason he decided to come around this turn right here after we came around the turn, and then he impacted our vehicle right here. Slow down a little bit. Don't stop. He came and hit us right here, and this is mile marker 190. he pushed us into that tree right there. And we came and measured with a long tape measure, and you could see that where he impacted us and where that tree is 177 feet. So he pushed our car with his truck that far, even though we had the brake on as hard as we could. We could not stop. And then we ended up going around backwards. We hit the tree backwards, and when we flipped around backwards, he used his truck to rake us down the driver's side of our car while our car was facing the wrong way, and then he just drove off. My wife said that he looked over at her and laughed after we hit the tree. So that is exactly what happened, and you can see that there's distances between these events. They did not just happen, all of a sudden. We readily admit that we did pass him 2 times, but those were 2 miles apart, and we never thought that we were going to see him again. When we passed him the second time, we never thought that we would see him again then. We did not expect him to come riding up behind us and hitting us. So it's been a traumatic event. We both went to the emergency room. We're both hurt now, and we're going to have further medical care. So hopefully this video shows you kind of more of what happened with this incident. Mr. Nash is a dangerous person, and he might do this to someone else if he's given half a chance. He did not have any problem at all hitting us, and when he hit us, he didn't just hit us and bounce off. He hit us and floored it so that we could not stop and couldn't get away from his vehicle. All we could see in the back of us was the grill of his big truck and hear the engine racing very loud. And it's the only thing you could hear was that engine screaming as he pushed us down the road while I tried to stop. But I was unsuccessful at stopping. There was no hope of stopping. The thing that stopped us was the tree.